Shalom everyone. In this video, I will just go through a conversation that I had with someone who believes in JC, Yahawahshi, whatever you want to call him, okay? And the title of today's video is Malachi Chapters 1 through 4 is not about JC. And this is in response to Abraham Mani video, Angry Christian lashes out, "You're a liar," Rabbi Tovia Singer responds. Okay? Um, The reason why I'm doing this video because there's so many sightings of JC, Yahawahshi, whatever they want to call him, in the so-called Old Testament or the Tanak. And instead of me trying to go over and try to rewrite stuff, I just sometimes, just go through conversation that I've had with individuals online. As a matter of fact, one guy called me in the past. He called me a keyboard warrior, okay? And it's good because what I like is that when you get to express your thoughts in writing, the people will see it. It sits there, it ain't going nowhere unless it's erased. You know, it sits there, and people see it and contemplate on it instead of having a conversation back to back, and people being disrespectful and interrupting each other. And that's why if I'm gonna have any dialogue about this JC thing or any dialogue in general, it have to be organized. It have to be in a setting where you got an independent moderator sitting in between the middle, and everybody get their time, their allotted time to speak. So without further ado, let's look at the topic again. Malachi chapters 1 to 4 is not about JC. So this guy, Abraham Mani, right? I took snippets from cause he writes an entire, what I call dissertation. He just write a bunch of stuff. So, when folks do that, I have to take snippets. I can't answer them on every area. But nonetheless, whenever I answer them, it covers everything they're trying to say in defense of this JC character being found in the Tanakh. So from the snippet, it reads all in angle bracket. Okay. It reads, "This message is for you." So this is what he said, of course, Mr. Mani, in response to me, right? If you go to the link here, I'm gonna put a link, right? All the links that I have in the description. Okay, so look out for that. So Mr. Mani is saying, "This message is for you and those who deny Jesus, the Yeshua HaMashiach as the Lord and Savior, beloved Son of God, the mighty God in heaven and in earth." Malachi 3:1, "Behold, I will send my messengers, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the Messiah of the covenant, whom you delight. Behold, he shall come, saith Yahuwah of hosts." Well, I say Yahuwah, but they say Lord. And this is what a lot of so-called Messianic believers do. They try to take a one verse here and there and try to, say, okay, yeah, this verse is about him. It's just not a good thing because you got to read the context. Everything there's a context in everything. So we have passed, those of us who have given up this church and this New Testament and its Messiah and the Gospels, we know that we now have to bypass what we learned in the past by listening to our pastors and more into more what we call research mode and reading things in context. So my response to him was, a little harsh, but I'm not cussing out because I don't do that, okay? He said, "There you go, typical Christian stinking thinking. Show me where it mentioned this JC either by name, because a name identifies an individual. Everyone who needs to be identified in the Tanakh is mentioned by name and genealogy." And that's true. That's true. You'll never find anywhere in the Torah or the Tanakh where just to add, where any spirit, right, coming up on a man's wife and getting her impregnated. Okay? It's all about procreation. Up to this day, man and a woman get together, have relationships, and they produce children. And thus you have succeeding generations, right? That was from the beginning of time when Yah created Adam and Eve. But let's not detract from what we're trying to get across, okay? And by the way, just to mention, Mr. Manny had removed all his postings, but luckily I got snippets of the conversation with myself and Mr. Manny, so we could glean from what he was trying to say. So of course, I continue and say, you know why you can't and will never find any mention of this Jesus idol, because it never existed. It was a mere Roman construct. It's true. The Pisa family, the Flavian dynasty. Check it out. He said, plus, Marcion made a clear distinction between the God of the Tanak and the God of the New Testament whom you serve. Here's a video. I will give you guys that link too. And there's a lot more, but I'm just focused on Marcion right there. He said, this helps to explain why we do not serve the same power. Some people say God. Because of this and a whole lot more, we will continue to be at odds with each other until eternity. So when you read the 4 chapters of Malachi in context, the prophet was calling the house of Judah about their perversion of the law and the priesthood. And that is why a great portion of chapter 2 was aimed specifically towards the priest. In chapter 3, Yah promised to send this particular messenger before he comes and dwell among the nation of Judah again and appear in the temple. This individual will come and bring about restoration of the Torah in the hearts of men and the priesthood. And when he arrives on the scene, the wicked will be destroyed with fire. Chapter 4 identifies this messenger as Elijah, but your Jesus, or Jesus, lied and said that he already came in the form of John the Baptist. To reiterate, we are looking at 2 different narratives: light versus darkness, good versus evil. The Tanak and the laws found in it exhibits light or righteousness, whereas the NT exhibits lies and errors, aka darkness / evil. So the message doesn't change. Like I said, instead of me trying to rewrite and try to tell folks, hey, this is what, I just copy and paste. And I try to do that with some people, or I send them to my website. But I'm just gonna try to add more, information about this JC, because every day you hear something. It's really sad. Really sad. Our people are still caught up in idolatry. I don't even know it. And with that, I say shalom.